And I'm really here today to pay thanks and homage to the work that Pro Development have done with NYBEP. We have completed a survey, and I'll talk to you a little bit about some of the things that we've implemented. But I think what's important to say is, in terms of background, my background, I'm an HR practitioner by trade, and sometimes you can get caught up in a business thinking you know what you're doing, and we did do some surveys ourselves and thought we would do it. We know what we're doing, we're obviously trained. But actually for us that wasn't probably working, so we took the decision to work with Pro Development, and I genuinely mean this when I say that they are a trusted partner of ours, to work with them over a period to help us with employee engagement. And I initially thought, we're doing all the things we should be doing. We know theoretically what we should be doing. If I don't know in terms of HR, we're all in trouble, aren't we? But actually, when I reflect back over our journey and think what have we implemented, it's almost fundamentally everything has changed as a result of our employee engagement survey. The team here supported NYBEP, and I know it said through the action planning for 12 to 18 months, but the support doesn't stop there. It continues on, and Pro Development have been an advocate of NYBEP, but also a huge supporter of us personally and the leadership team. So when I looked at the survey about things we wanted to do, and they did 2 online sessions with our staff, because our staff, we've got about 25 staff, they're based all over the county, and Joe did some fantastic online Teams meetings with the team to get them engaged. We had a really good response rate, and interestingly, we had a very high employee engagement score. So we thought, well that's it, job's done. But actually, the work then started to put in some of the things that we needed to do. Now, as a not-for-profit, I was a little bit worried about, we're not going to have the budget to be able to do this, we're not going to have the rockstar stuff, and we're not going to be able to do that. But actually, working with the team, Joe and everyone else, we've been able to implement small things over time that has made a massive difference. And I started to write down some of the things that we've changed, which, to be honest, all the things that have come up there that we needed to have a look at, we've been able to make some slight changes. So fundamentally, I'll run through some of the things that we've changed, and it is as a direct result of working with the Pro Development team. We've changed our structure, we've changed the board, we've invested in roles, I've put progression opportunities in, we've done a bonus round. I've changed our IT systems, we've put new systems in place, an HR system. We've done performance reviews, which sounds really ludicrous to say, because obviously all of us do performance reviews, but actually thinking about what our staff said and thinking about what they needed, we've fundamentally changed our performance reviews. What's been inspirational from the team here at Pro Development is we had reflected back to us what our staff said, and I think we've been guilty of before reading a survey and going, well, I know what that says, and I'll interpret that exactly what it says. But what's been good is the team have worked with us to reflect back sensitively and carefully to some of us what the team have been saying to us, and we've made those changes. Well-being, I put an employee assistance programme in. Training's been one of the things that we've worked very carefully with Pro Development on, and sometimes you can think training's going to be expensive, but actually we've looked at it as an investment, and it's absolutely paid dividends. We've now got members of staff mentoring and supporting others. We've now got members of staff wanting to do and take on more responsibility. So I'll summarise really by saying I fundamentally believe in employee engagement. Pro Development are a trusted partner, and you absolutely need to make sure you've got an expert coming in, sensitively working with the business to make those changes. And their support has not stopped. I still have coffees with Joe and the others to make sure we're continuing on that journey. And they've been a fantastic partner for NYBEP, so we are hugely, hugely grateful. And it's made a fantastic difference to our business.